Not in this. My knee's not in the shot, right?
No,
Okay.
perfect. They're all perfect.
Everybody's perfect.
Sue,
Judith, you need to lean in more.
it's Hot Docs time.
It sure
Again,
is. It's our
out of
favorite
nowhere,
time of year.
right? And we're starting off this year with some interviews right off the bat for a fantastic documentary, which I have bookmarked. Daniela has sent me the link. I plan to watch it.
Nice, nice.
And to be honest, they had me at the word burlesque. So
I'm just a nice boy from Nova Scotia. Right.
it's true. So we've got Miss B,
Yes.
We go with
Rama,
that.
our director, and Camille 2000.
Yes.
Awesome. Rama, I want to start with you. Where did the idea for this documentary come from?
There were ideas floating around about burlesque, and we should do something, and it's so interesting, and blah and blah. I was like, I want to do something different. I want to do something very, very meaningful. And then we found out that there was the Burlesque Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, which I didn't know about, and I don't know how many people know about. And someone told us that they bring in the legends from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and they discover them and invite them back on stage. And I was stunned and amazed, and I really wanted to see, and I was like, really? So they dance, so they strip, they perform. So they said yes. So then I went to Vegas, and I met the ladies, and actually I met quite a few, and it was kind of like an audition, although in a documentary you don't really call it an audition, it's just, selecting
And we didn't know.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just call it watching.
Yeah. And there were so many amazing women, and of course, it's only the people who actually gave me access. So that's how the idea was born. That it would be older women, it would be legends, it would be about Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now, ladies, 2 questions for you then. One, being called a legend, how's that?
It's about time.
And burlesque is very much performance. It's all, there's kind of an illusion at work. There's titillation.
It's a
there's
tease.
excitement. It's a tease. Whereas being in a documentary, there's a more intimate kind of revelations of your personal selves as well. So
We
did
got
you
to
find
bare
this?
ourselves.
Yeah. Now, was this more challenging for you, or was it just being yourself?
It was being
Not
myself
Yeah.
and bringing out. I was in the closet for like 25 years. It's like drag me back in. But,
Every time I think
like
about
Scarface,
Yeah.
bring me back in.
Well, for
I love
me,
it.
it was like I moved to a small town in Canada. I'm a Canadian, and for years I used to book myself as an American so I could make the same money. And I retired to a small town, and everyone knew me. They knew that I had been a stripper, and I outed myself. It was like, okay, that's what I did, and it was good. And it was like, okay, but I didn't know any of this stuff was going on about burlesque or anything like that. And when it sort of all came around, and especially when Rama approached me, it was like, yeah, because I've had so many people ask me questions about what was it like and how do you wear a garter belt, and that kind of stuff. So it was, I loved it.
And I'm shocked that there's nothing about this.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, especially because, both Sue and I are from, I'll use the word geek, we're from geek fandoms. And if you pay attention to the fandoms, there are actually burlesques inspired by these fandoms popping up everywhere. So it's never been a dead or dying art, ever. It's just,
It
nobody
goes
seems
through
to talk
changes.
about it.
Yeah.
It goes through changes. Like there was burlesque, which Camille did, and
You need to come inside.
it was burlesque. Switch over. It was like Camille got to do burlesque where they wore the pasties and the G-string. And when I got into it, it got a little wild and woolly, and we were topless and bottomless. But it was still a striptease, and it was an act, and that was the difference between the stripping. But it's interesting because the stripping industry, the booking strippers now, are evolving into doing more acts through the burlesque influence. And a lot of them are, they come and play in the burlesque land. They don't get paid. And then they go, nobody ever does. But because just about everyone's a hobbyist. But now they go and they are taking what they've learned in burlesque and putting it in the strip clubs, which is very cool. And they're great kids.
Now, and I'm not even sure how to bring this up because there's always the discussion how stripping and burlesque is very much not feminist, but it's very much about owning your body, about owning your appearance.
I got beat on the
Am I right?
head.
Am I right?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
Camille and I are like this now.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was the thing. It was like, you know, I was a radical feminist back in the 70s, 60s and 70s. And when I became a stripper, some of the feminists said, "Why don't you do that?" And it was like, didn't I do all this work to be able to own my own body?
See that? And I mean,
Isn't it my choice? So I
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
pick it?
hello. You know, if I choose to drive a bulldozer, would you come down on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And it was a chance for me to go traveling, make my own money, work my own hours. Hello.
But I think what was surprising really was that the film itself shows, I think people don't look at burlesque. Like, I think the performers know they're feminists, but I think the audience, other non-burlesquers, we have no idea that it is feminist. And I
Yeah.
think that's why this film's got so much of attention. Because people are like, are you telling us it's really feminist? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Well, back in the day, it was like back in the older days, like in the 40s and 50s, you had a lot of the strippers at that time had managers, right? And all the agents were men, and so and all the club owners were men. So it was like, and granted, back in that day, a lot of the strippers were not highly educated, and definitely, I guess they were feminists, but it was still a man's world, right? And so it was our generation that sort of kicked a little ass.
Same experiences for you? Is that kind of how you see it, or is?
How do I see burlesque?
Yeah,
Is it still a man's world?
that's a
I
really
don't
good
think
question.
so.
It's changing now?
Yes.
Figured.
I don't think it's a man's world anymore.
Although there are
Because,
male
you know,
burlesque shows
yeah.
now.
There are male burlesque shows, but women set the pace, I think. Women set the pace.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen one. I'm just being. I've only ever seen one, and it was last summer. It's true. I would see another one, absolutely. Yeah. She's winking at me now. I've not heard of it.
Oh, you gotta go.
Right? And that's in Vegas?
Yeah, every year. First weekend in June.
I could do that. We write that off as a business.
How's the weather first
Yeah.
week in June? That's
It's like
gonna be good too.
113.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and now how long did you follow everybody around? What is this?
Well, the whole film took 3 years to make from the development, research, because that's how long any documentary, well, not any, some documentaries take. Because it's first the research trip where I went to meet them for the first time and say, hey, I'm doing this. Then, you need to earn their trust. So and then I went every year, I went to Vegas, and I was seeing them, like, hey, so they're like, maybe, because the thing is, as a documentary filmmaker, we're not pressed. We don't come for like half an hour and leave.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get that. They're like, yeah, you can interview me, and then I'm like knocking on their door, and
Like 2 a.m.
Yeah, please don't follow me. Yeah. So I really need to explain that. So I spent a week in Judith's house, and we followed her. We were such a pain. But we had a great time.
They had me climbing rocks in high heels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were in Camille's
I can't
place
even
too
walk
for a
in
week.
high heels.
Yeah.
It was
Practice,
fun.
honey.
Yeah, it was really fun. I like them following me around.
Yeah.
I had all my friends on Harley Davidsons.
Yeah.
All chicks,
Yeah.
mostly chicks,
Yeah.
except for the guy that was carrying the camera girl. We put her in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
was
put
so
her on
much
the
fun.
back and like taped her or they bungee yard or something. It was very illegal. She was sitting on the back of a Harley Davidson filming.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was dangerous.
And then you went
But
to
it was cool. It was
Right.
very cool.
Civils.
Did you still
Yeah.
have Harleys?
And then
I used to own the Cosmic Hogpen. I have a
No.
motorcycle business where I sell motorcycle jackets, saddlebags, switchblades, brass knuckles, things like that. The economy, I had to like sell it.
yeah, and we also
Yeah,
went to
that's
San
awesome.
Francisco to film with another legend called Sybil Holiday O'Hara's film. So it was all over the States, which was great.
Right.
And Vegas was our main focus of our film because they all come to Vegas in June. You want to see burlesque legends, you go to Vegas in June.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
And now your film's...
June's coming up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do in June. Vegas it is. You know, I'll just start saving now.
We're at the Orleans.
Yeah.
The Orleans.
Oh, come, we have a good time.
I bet.
And, you know, a straight man, you'd have way too much fun.
And my sweetie's away at that point in time, so yeah, make that happen.
She probably won't even find out.
No, the internet. She'll never hear that.
She'll never know.
Delete that
Even know
part.
about the internet.
So today's Wednesday. Your film screens tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night. And then there's 2 more screenings after that?
Well, there's an industry screening at 7 p.m., which is not for the public. And then there's, on the same day at 9:45, there's the public screening, which is the official opening of the festival. And then on Friday we have one. So it's only 2 screenings because it's going to have a theatrical release on May 28th.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
Nice. Then we're talking
It's gonna be
limited,
lower.
national? Or?
So far it's Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto. So we're hoping we'll go, Edmonton and much further. Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. So we're very excited about that. And then it's going to be on CBC's documentary channel too.
Amazing.
They funded our film. So the minute I said burlesque, just like you, they didn't need anything more. They're like, do it.
Here, take
How
the
much?
money.
Yeah.
Take the money and run.
Oh
Just,
yeah.
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 Just show me the ladies. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's,
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Just let the men think it's a men's world and you can still control
It's
it all.
obvious. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
We let them
At least
think
you
they're
know.
controlling it.
In a burlesque show, we knew where all
Yeah.
the weirdos were.
Right.
And the other thing about burlesque, and I'm a feminist, but what I liked about a strip club, it was a place where a man could go and unabashedly be able to look at a woman's body without having to act upon it, right? And without shame, because men are taught that, you do the quick scan.
Yeah, you give the once over and
Yeah,
that's it,
and and so it was a good place. I think it was a good place for a lot of men just to be able to look, and there's nothing wrong with looking, and that's what we encourage them.
Yeah, you dared them not to.
Oh yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Ladies, thank you for your time. You guys are going to have a great festival.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm
Are you
so excited
coming
about this.
to the-
Yeah, I'm totally excited about seeing it. I've asked Daniela for the link, so I'm like, I totally have to do this just because.
Yes, you
That's
do.
That's
That's
great.
great.
Now, having met you guys?
It was fun, yeah. It was a
So
way fun.
Facebook us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't think we won't.
Yeah.
So we're on Facebook everywhere.
I almost did this morning, except I was at work and I was like, I should get off Facebook.
I'm a week without Facebook, and I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a cell phone there and I work. I'm a Luddite. I got better things to do.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Honestly,
very
love it.
entertaining
Oh,
film.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very kindly.
That's
Yeah.
not scary at all, right? She could kick my ass
I like
now.
the skull.
Yeah, but you might
But if
like
you come, you
it.
pay. If you come, you pay.
That's with these young men, yeah?
Young, I haven't called that in a while. Thank you for that.
Compared to us, you're young.
I'd smack you, but you'd like it.
I might.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep it up.
Yes, that's right. It can't just be one. It's got to be a couple.
Oh, you got the both of us.
Why not?
You're kinky, baby.
That is perfect. I'm going to reach forward and just freak everybody out by pressing the button. Cool.